He's a grad transfer, played at Jacksonville State. Big dominant force coming down here. You complement him with a Trey Holly, guy like Jason Gabriel, Barry Remo. We got Princeton Cahee. The running back room got some guys that you probably didn't hear about last year, but they definitely gonna be heard about this year.
It's gonna be running back by committee because there's a lot of talent in that room. And when you can have that opportunity, that really increases your chances of being successful.
The guys we brought in, they know what it takes, and it's the willingness. They want to run the ball. They want touchdowns. They want to be friends with us. They want to get to know us. So I mean, guys like that, I love blocking for them.
Let's switch to the other side of the ball. Henry Miller's defense was top 3 in nearly every major category last season. Takeaways was not one of them. They only had 15.
We left plays on the field that we should have made, that would have made the games go differently. So I feel like just taking advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, that's what we focus on.
Create more turnovers and scoring on defense. I feel like if we would have did that, I feel like we would have had a better chance to win some games that we lost. We know we want to lead the conference and we want to be tops in the FCS.
We got to be opportunistic. We got to take the ball away. We got to score. Teams that win championships score on defense as well. They score on defense and they set up scores on defense. We got to take the ball away. We really got to. We've emphasized that a lot.
Most of those turnovers could come from a secondary that's working in transfers at cornerback, but there is plenty of Jaguar experience at safety.
Horatio been here for a minute, you know, and he is the top dog back there, and along with Herman Bristol. But as good as Herman Bristol and Horatio is, I think the key factor back there in the secondary is going to be Elijah West. You know, Elijah West is one of those ball players that he works hard, he plays hard, and he got overlooked last year.
I look at them like my real brothers, Herm, ratio 2 Herm, 3 on 4, so it's kind of like a trio thing. And as far as like the whole DB group, like with us gelling, like that gives the room for like the other guys to kind of gel too. So like I feel like we got a great DB group that's like a brotherhood for real this year.
Returning in the front 7 is linebacker and leading tackler Vincent Page, who now goes by Vince Sullivan, and reigning SWAC Defensive Player of the Year Kelby Givens is still wreaking havoc. Now, defensive tackle features a lot of unknown. Miller says they will play a lot of guys at those positions. If the Jags live up to all of these solutions and get some big clutch moments from new kicker Nathan Zimmer, then they can break the drought. Until then, they'll just keep working.
Anything in life worth having, you got to dig deep for. That's water, that's gold, that's oil, that's diamonds, it's coal. All those things, anything worth having or anything of any value, you got to dig deep. So we use that analogy of you got to dig deeper inside and find a way to win. And that's being a competitor.
5 Southern players are on the SWAC preseason watch list. 4 of them are on defense: Kelby Givens, Vincent Page, Horatio Johnson, and Herman Bristol III. The only one from offense is tight end Dupree Fuller.
It's definitely the receivers. It's definitely the receivers. All they do is joke, led by Darren Morris, so yeah. Receivers.
People sleep on the linebackers a little bit. We got some like our youngsters came in with a little bit of mix of some of the guys last year. We were really funny, and the receivers for sure.
Like I'm a little bit biased because I'm a tight end, but if I can't say the tight ends, I'll give it to the receivers. I'll give it to Demo. I'll give it to Demo.
Now Vince back here saying y'all only got 4 tight ends, so it can't be.
Oh, we got 5 now. We got 5. We got 5. Probably the head coach. I'm funnier than all of them.
Jags on me, Jags on 3, 1, 2, 3, Jags!
Next week, Southern makes their return to the MEAC SWAC Challenge. The head coaches in that game shared their thoughts on the opportunity. Plus, we'll talk about how life around the SWAC is shaping up this fall. But up next, the 2025 season is being dedicated to number 25. Jacques Doucet tells us what that means after the break.
This 9 Sports Special is sponsored by Southern University.
You have what it takes to begin your journey: curiosity, ingenuity, intellect, determination. Through a vast portfolio of affordable and in-demand academic programs, hundreds of student-focused activities, and wraparound services, Southern University meets you where you are, giving you the tools and support that lead you to a successful career in the sciences or the arts. Begin with your goals anywhere. Finish stronger at Southern University. Apply today at supr.edu.
Jaguar Nation, get your tickets today for 5 exciting home games inside A.W. Mumford Stadium for this football season. It starts with the Pete Richardson Classic versus Alabama State on September 6th, the Jackson State game on September 27th, the homecoming game against Prairie View A&M October 18th, then Florida A&M on October 25th and November 15th versus Texas Southern. Call the Southern University ticket office at 225-771-3171. Southern also invites you to join A.D. Roman Banks at TJ Ribs this fall on Wednesdays for the Overtime TV shows.
The Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network. Your home for the New Orleans Pelicans. Exclusive Saints programming and local sports from around the region. And totally free with an antenna. Tune in and feed your need for sports all day, every day. The Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network, the official broadcast partner of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Sports already comes with a lot of motivation. In the words of former coach Herm Edwards, you play to win the game. But there's always more to a team story. As 9 Sports Director Jack Doucet explains, this 2025 season will be dedicated to a former coach, a legend, and a friend.
I tell you, I miss him, man. We all miss him. Some days we're sitting in meetings, or I'm just sitting in my office, and we miss that voice.
Come on! Get this off right now.
Coming down the hall, or we miss that voice in the meetings, and, you know, just his spirit.
Sean Wallace unfortunately left this earth in late February at the young age of 52 years old following a fight with pancreatic cancer.
The man Coach Wallace was, you think he'll be everything. You would think he could get through everything. That's the mindset he had. So when I heard the news, it just was heartbreaking.
But in many ways, he hasn't gone anywhere, and the Southern Jaguars say he'll never be forgotten.
The way he carried himself, what he meant to not only us, to the team, but just to the community as a whole, to the city of New Orleans, where he's from, and to the city of Baton Rouge.
There are few people that have made a greater impact on the Southern program than Wallace. As a safety in the early 90s, in the early heyday of Pete Richardson, Wallace was the SWAC Player of the Year, an All-American, you name it, as the Jaguars won the SWAC Championship and the Black College National Championship in 1993.
Hey, have we played anybody yet? Have we played anybody yet?
A quarter of a century later, Wallace returning to Southern to earn his college degree and was inducted into the Southern Hall of Fame along the way, before joining the Southern staff as their safeties coach in 2022.
I remember when he and I were assistants, we used to sit beside one another, and if I said something funny, you hated sitting beside him because he was gonna beat you to death while he was laughing. And he would shake me and he would hit me, and then he said, I'm sorry, Coach, I'm sorry. But those things are, you know, and he was a great coach, great leader, great family man, great man of faith.
But it was in October of 2023 that Wallace learned he had stage 4 pancreatic cancer and that the tumor was inoperable. From that point forward, Wallace would power forward, almost making you forget sometimes about his steep health challenges.
It's powerful because I seen how he came here every day with a smile on his face, no matter what, no matter the pain he was in, no matter what the doctor said. If they said he wasn't supposed to be out here, he was gonna be out here regardless.
We watched Coach Wallace not quit. We watched Coach Wallace fight, so we gotta fight. We can't quit. We gotta give everything we got.
And now, keeping the memory of number 25 alive in the year 25 is a top priority for the Blue and Gold.
Oh, this whole season is dedicated to Coach Sean Wallace. Everything we do it for him.
I'm blessed. We all blessed to have known him. We love him. We miss him. And we think about him. Every day we never end a practice or a meeting without saying Sean Strong.
3, 1, 2, 3. Sean Strong.
Sean Strong. That's mandatory. We got to.
Sean Strong on 3, 1, 2, 3. Sean Strong. Let's go. Gotta make sure that, don't even come out.
Beautiful stuff right there. The man stepping in for Sean Wallace as Southern safeties coach is Lemuel Stinson. Stinson comes from Worthing High School in Houston, Texas, with a handful of NFL playing experience under his belt.
So keep them cameras rolling. It's about to be a show, baby. I don't want y'all to miss
The SWAC MEAC Challenge was more like a Western shootout in which
Week 0 won't be the first time the Blue and Gold will play in the MEAC SWAC Challenge. Coming up, we'll take a look back at Southern's last 3 appearances in the Kickoff Classic.
This 9 Sports Special is sponsored by Southern University Athletics Department.
Jaguar Nation, get your tickets today for 5 exciting home games inside A.W. Mumford Stadium for this football season. It starts with the Pete Richardson Classic versus Alabama State on September 6th, the Jackson State game on September 27th, the homecoming game against Prairie View A&M October 18th, then Florida A&M on October 25th and November 15th versus Texas Southern. Call the Southern University ticket office at 225-771-3171. Southern also invites you to join A.D. Roman Banks and T.J. Ribs this fall on Wednesdays for the Overtime TV shows.
You have what it takes to begin your journey: curiosity, ingenuity, intellect, determination. Through a vast portfolio of affordable and in-demand academic programs, hundreds of student-focused activities, and wraparound services, Southern University meets you where you are, giving you the tools and support that lead you to a successful career in the sciences or the arts. Begin with your goals anywhere. Finish stronger at Southern University. Apply today at subr.edu.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no 2 cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Southern will be one of 18 Division I schools participating in college football Week 0 next Saturday. SU will play North Carolina Central in the MEAC SWAC Challenge in Atlanta. This will be Southern's 4th time ever playing in the opening season showcase since its inaugural season in 2005. Before settling down in Atlanta, the MEAC SWAC Challenge held its first 3 contests in Birmingham. Southern made their first appearance in 2007 when they took on Florida A&M in what turned into a track meet.
On the carry, good running room on first down. This is a big gainer for Kendrick Smith. All the way down the right side, he's got a chance. Touchdown, Southern!
Not Kendrick Smith, but Darren Coates started the scoring with a 90-yard touchdown run on Southern's first play of the game. But the Jags trailed by 8 points going into the locker room. Safe to say that the halftime speech worked. SU scored 21 unanswered points. Quarterback Brian Lee got the go-ahead touchdown with the assist from his teammates on and off the field.
I told the receivers before the game, I said, you know, they always say the O-line real thin and weak, but we got to ride with them and roll with them until the wheels fall off.
Final score, 33-27 Jaguars, and those 30,106 fans still hold the attendance record for the MEAC SWAC Challenge. Southern made their next appearance 3 years later, not at Legion Field, but at the Florida Citrus Bowl in Orlando. The opponent was Delaware State. This one was another high-scoring affair, but most of it came from the Hornets early on. Southern trailed by 9 points with just over 8 minutes left to play. Enter in freshman quarterback Dre Joseph, first doing it with his legs to cut the deficit to 1 score.
Here's your quarterback, Joseph. He has some running room. He's going to get in unmolested. Touchdown, Southern University.
After a defensive stop, special teams made the biggest play of the day. Corey Cushenberry got loose and broke off a go-ahead 64-yard punt return touchdown. 21 unanswered fourth-quarter points for a 37-27 SU win. A successful debut for then head coach Stomp Mitchell, and probably the only success from then head coach Stomp Mitchell. 2007 and 2010 did not save much scoring for Southern's 3rd appearance in 2017. Against South Carolina State in A.W. Mumford Stadium, the Jags scored only 2 touchdowns with less than 300 yards of total offense. And it turned out to be enough. The blue and gold defense held strong, allowing just 8 points, no touchdowns, and in the final seconds of a 1-score game, a turnover on downs courtesy of a pass breakup from East Feliciana's Danny Johnson.
Coach Oliver talked about it the whole week, said he felt like this is going to be a defensive game because they talked about their defense so much, and, we know our defense is capable of doing. And, this is what we harp on day in and day out, and I just feel like it all showed in this game.
Wait, Oliver, Trey Oliver, Southern's defensive coordinator from 2016 to 2018, and now the current head coach at North Carolina Central, the team that will look to hand Southern its first ever loss in the MEAC SWAC Challenge.
It's going to be a good one. I had an opportunity. I've known this guy forever. We're from the same neck of the woods. Ironically, when I was at Grambling, he was at Southern. When he was at Southern, I was at Grambling. So we spent a whole lot of time, battling. I mean, this is a great opportunity. You look at other FCS programs and other FCS conferences, they're not doing this. And I say it all the time, like what we're doing, what John is doing, they're not doing this across the street. And I'm so appreciative of being a part of it.
This is what you came to Southern University for. And the guys, we talk about it every day. We talk about it all the time, so it's nothing new for us. This is just another nugget that you can take in life and go forward and talk to your children and your grandchildren and everybody else's children about the experience. I've had an opportunity to coach in the challenge. I've had an opportunity to coach in the Celebration Bowls, and so playing on a national stage with the only show in town, you can't ask for a better situation, and they're definitely going to make the most of this moment.
The Jags won't just be playing for a 4-0 record in this challenge. They will also look to improve the SWAC's win streak to 4 in a row. Florida A&M, Jackson State, and Alabama State are the previous winners. You never want to get caught slacking in these SWAC streets. So what are the Jags up against in conference play? John Eads has the answer after the break.
This 9 Sports Special is sponsored by Southern University.
You have what it takes to begin your journey. Curiosity, ingenuity, intellect, determination. Through a vast portfolio of affordable and in-demand academic programs, hundreds of student-focused activities, and wraparound services, Southern University meets you where you are, giving you the tools and support that lead you to a successful career in the sciences or the arts. Begin with your goals anywhere. Finish stronger at Southern University. Apply today at subr.edu.
Jaguar Nation, get your tickets today for 5 exciting home games inside A.W. Mumford Stadium for this football season. It starts with the Pete Richardson Classic versus Alabama State on September 6th, the Jackson State game on September 27th, the homecoming game against Prairie View A&M October 18th, then Florida A&M on October 25th and November 15th versus Texas Southern. Call the Southern University ticket office at 225-771-3171. Southern also invites you to join A.D. Roman Banks and T.J. Ribs this fall on Wednesdays for the Overtime TV shows.
When you call Chris Nakamoto,
WAFB,
he doesn't just get answers, he gets results.
We're kind of exposing a really alarming case.
Lessons come, and I thank you, Chris, for helping us. And Channel 9 News, I thank you all.
The WAFBI team, igniting change in the community that directly impacts you.
And he's going to have a good bed because of the community giving him the funds.
Making your home a better place is what we do.
If there's anything for sure about the Southwestern Athletic Conference, it's that nothing is for sure. Coaches come and go on the regular. The traditional powerhouses are trying to regain their footing. And trash talk, it's rated E for everyone. 9 Sports reporter John Eads gives us a spin around the conference.
Southern stood above the rest in the SWAC West Division last season. But it's a new year, and every team in the conference has a clean slate. The traditional powers have reloaded, and the schedule is stocked up once again with challenges. But fortunately for Terrence Graves and company, many of those battles will be fought on the bluff.
It reminds me of when I was here back in the 90s. It's a really good home schedule. I'm excited. Anytime you can get, Alabama State and Jackson and Florida A&M, Prairie View and Texas Southern at home, that makes a great home schedule. So the stands should be packed.
I love it. They got to come down to Baton Rouge. I love it. The atmosphere, the fan base, I love it. So it's gonna be a great year.
Different mentality. We're at home. We're in BR, on the bluff. at Southern with all our fans, different mentality.
Alabama State, the first test on the slate. The Hornets notching a 7-5 season 1 year ago, including a 5-3 resume in conference play, good for second in the SWAC East. A respectable showing, but not meeting Eddie Robinson Jr. standards.
Well, it was only one winner and 11 losers, so we're one of the losers. So we don't really keep track of second, third, and fourth place, so we know where we want to get to. We have to go out there and work hard every day, and ultimately that's in the back of our mind, but right now we're just trying to build it and winning each day.
The most important position on the field was an issue for Alabama State last season. Injuries forcing the Hornets to use a multitude of quarterbacks, even a wide receiver at one point, but their stability in the QB room heading into 2025.
And that has to be an open competition. I mean, for what Kareem Key did last year, James Hayes, Smooth, Braylon, all those guys, I mean, they're competing. So we're in a unique situation where we have a lot of guys that we feel like we can win with. So we'll just let them compete, and that's going to make everybody better, make the team better, make them better.
2 weeks later, another high-profile home game, the Boombox Classic, with the defending SWAC champion Jackson State and its star quarterback Jacobian Morgan rolling into town.
Be faster, stronger. You know, last year's team was a great team. We did it, we won it. But this team, you know, is the same. It's either the same or better. I feel like we just got so many new pieces that can really help us get back to where we need to go.
Last year's team was talented, but to see these guys flying around right now, and I think our depth, we're so much deeper as a football team right now, and you got so many guys that can go out there and make plays. It's just about getting them to come together, accept the coaching, and, you know, I know we'll be successful this year.
SU then hosts Prairie View for its homecoming game. The Panthers have been a tricky opponent for the Jags in Munford Stadium as of late, having won back-to-back affairs in Baton Rouge in 2021 and 2023. The Jags have also had issues with Florida A&M, the Rattlers downing Southern in each of the last 5 meetings dating back to 2012, and FAMU shaping up to be strong again under second-year head coach James Colsey III.
Obviously last year, you know, we had some time off and didn't know exactly where we were going to be headed. So, you know, being able to go through a full off season, whether it was lifting, mat drills, spring practice, we were able to do that. Right now during the summer, you know, we had 88 guys there the first 6 weeks. Right now, we're sitting with 105 guys there right now, getting ready for the season. So, you know, we were able to capitalize on some of the extra time that we may didn't have last year. So, you know, the guys are completely bought in.
Without a doubt, the most important game of all is the regular season finale. Southern and Grambling dueling in the 52nd rendition of the Bayou Classic. There's always some juicy storylines when these two clash. Maybe the most attention-grabbing is Zay said transferring from Southern to Grambling. Come November, he could be the Tigers' starting quarterback.
I thought T-Sat was a really good quarterback, just watching him, breaking him down every week. And that's how things work in this profession. When I'm breaking the offense down, I'm looking at Southern against A&M, and I'm watching this kid, and I'm like, okay, this kid's got something to him. But I knew T-Sat from high school, you know, to be the starting quarterback at Scotlandville, starting point guard, win state championships. You know, he's a winner. He's a winner. I think he just needed to be in a system that fits him, and I think the system that what we're doing right now fits what he needs to do.
Of course, the goal for the Jags in 2025 is clearing that last hurdle standing in their way and winning the SWAC championship for the first time since 2013.
Last season, Southern reached the SWAC championship game despite having low outside expectations. Different story this year. They are the favorite to win the West. Jackson State is the favorite in the East. Rematch, anyone? In case you didn't know, Pete Richardson Field at A.W. Mumford Stadium has a new look. We'll show you and wrap up the show after this.
This 9 Sports Special is sponsored by Southern University Athletics Department.
Jaguar Nation, get your tickets today for 5 exciting home games inside A.W. Mumford Stadium for this football season. It starts with the Pete Richardson Classic versus Alabama State on September 6th, the Jackson State game on September 27th, the homecoming game against Prairie View A&M October 18th, then Florida A&M on October 25th and November 15th versus Texas Southern. Call the Southern University ticket office at 225-771-3171. Southern also invites you to join A.D. Roman Banks at TJ Ribs this fall on Wednesdays for the Overtime TV shows.
You have what it takes to begin your journey: curiosity, ingenuity, intellect, determination. Through a vast portfolio of affordable and in-demand academic programs, hundreds of student-focused activities, and wraparound services, Southern University meets you where you are, giving you the tools and support that lead you to a successful career in the sciences or the arts. Begin with your goals anywhere. Finish stronger at Southern University. Apply today at subr.edu.
It felt like nobody really cared.
Every kid out there should be able to see themselves as a hero.
Had you not seen our investigation, what would you have done?
Could someone lie?
Yes, absolutely.
How do you respond to that?
If this doesn't change, will people get hurt?
As we sit here today, no regrets.
He took his last breath in my arms.
This costed me my childhood.
I'm a part of a big, big project, and it feels amazing.
Honestly, it saved my life.
Home games are going to have a different aesthetic from here on out. New turf was installed at A.W. Mumford Stadium. It features a Jaguar at midfield with Pete Richardson's name on each end of the surface. The field was named after the legendary head coach in 2021. So in the fourth quarter of a night game, it's going to hit a little different when them LED lights come on and the jukebox is blasting in the background. Big shout out to Garrett Ederson of the Southern University Human Jukebox and Athletics digital media team. Just incredible drone work from him.
Well, that's all the time we have. This time next week, Southern will be minutes away from kickoff in Atlanta to begin their season. We'll have coverage of that game with more to follow because, as I always say, no one covers Southern football like 9 Sports. Have a good night.
This 9 Sports Special was sponsored by Southern University and Southern University Athletics Department.
Want to see your hometown on CBS? Grab your phone and send us a quick video of your favorite view. Go to cbspostcards.com to learn how you can share your corner of the world.